Okay, it's I was going for messy, but this isn't. Is this pretty messy? I don't. What time is it? I need to record this video and get. Okay. Anyways, I did my hair like this the other day, and my brother walks in the door and he looks at me and he goes, "You really look like J. Cole." So thanks for that. What's up? I haven't done a sit down video in a minute, and it's because I've been, putting out these vlogs because I've been outside like twice. But it feels good to be back. It feels good to be sitting back down at the desk. Oh, this is my new desk. Desk tour? Stay tuned. This is my new setup. Well, it's not really new. I've had this setup for a minute, but made sure Mbaku was here. I know you missed me, but I know who the real star of the video is, and that's fine. I understand it, and I agree. So, yeah, you saw the title. I've been making YouTube videos since 2019, and, by YouTube videos, I mean, of course, beats. But it's 2023, and, I've never, done a get-to-know me, Q&A, whatever type video. And I thought I didn't have to, but now that I'm branching out, making other content, and I'm trying to put myself out there, so I thought it'd be good for me to, give myself an opportunity. I thought it'd be good for me to not be too worried about. Anyways, so I'm gonna do this Q&A. I have some questions that I printed out, and I also printed out the answers because I have to control everything. So if you see me looking at something, that's what I'm looking at, And I got these questions off of some random website, and I pulled from 3 websites, and I don't know how many questions it is, but we're just gonna roll through. So, present yourself, name, age. Wonderful. Technically, my first name is Anaya, spelled in no other way other than that, pronounced Anaya. And my middle name is Jocelyn, but technically my name is still Jocelyn. It's just not my first name, it's my middle name. And then what's the other one? Age. So at the time of this recording, I am 18, but by the time you see this video, I will still be 18, but if you wait to watch it until the next day, then I will be 19. So, I was born in 2004, Gen Z. My birthday is August 24th, so I'm a Virgo, and that is about the extent of my knowledge of zodiac signs. All I know is that I'm a Virgo. That's it. I'm not a zodiac girly, I don't know my chart. I don't know my rising, setting, coming, going. I don't know any of that. Okay, the next one is, are you in school? I'm on summer break, but I do online classes from Berklee College of Music. So, yeah. It's not like your typical 4-year program. I'm doing a certificate program, so, once I finish, I'll have a wonderful certificate. The certificate is in advanced music production, so, I should be done with that pretty soon. What's your favorite color? I don't have one. I'm boring. Page 2. There's 6 pages of this, by the way, so you gonna learn today. Next question. Where are you from? So the short answer, the DMV, specifically PG County. Shout out to PG. Long answer, I've lived in 4 states, which includes Florida. I was born in Florida. Lived in Georgia, lived in Virginia, and now live in Maryland. But I say that I'm from the DMV because I've spent the majority of my life in Virginia and now Maryland. So, good at any skill. As far as instruments go, I play piano and I play guitar, acoustic and electric. I've played piano since I was 12 years old, and I've been playing guitar since I was maybe 14, 15, and electric guitar for almost a year. I've never had any lessons. I'm self-taught, so the progression has been very slow. But yeah, and I can, if you put me on a drum set and held a gun to my head and said keep the beat, I could keep the beat, you know what I'm saying? What's your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas for me begins the day after Halloween, November 1st. I love Christmas because I love the Christmas season, and I love the Christmas spirit, and I love how, I feel like everybody's nicer to each other around that time, and I love the snow, and, I was about to say being from the Northeast, but technically the DMV isn't really north, but You know, I love the snow. I love the cold weather. I love the Christmas songs. I love Christmas. Yo, I love Christmas music. I love Christmas music so much. My favorite Christmas song ever is actually Last Christmas. And I know it's like a sad song, but that's why I love it, you know? Because it's just, it's so good. It's so good. My favorite genre of music / the best genre of music is jazz. Definitely jazz. I love jazz. I love traditional jazz. I love, like, in general jazz. But, you know, I think people don't think about, or they forget, that so many other genres of music come from jazz. And some people's favorite genre, like jazz. You really like jazz? But I'm like, okay, well, your favorite genre is R&B. Where do you think that comes from? Funk, R&B, hip-hop, gospel, salsa, disco, like, plus many others. They all stem from jazz, which is why jazz is the greatest. You feel me? You feel me? You see what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. This one says, what song do you love the most? Favorite song. So I wrote some. I'm going to hold the paper because I have a lot. But these are just a few of my favorites. I could say, like, if I had to pick a number one, it would be Green Eyes by Erykah Badu. That song is just, it's so good. It's so good. And it's 10 minutes, but it's amazing. Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen, Alejandro, Lady Gaga, Nice, The Carters. The list is really, like, I have so many favorite songs, but those are just a few of them. So, okay. Moving on to page 3. Next one is favorite album. My favorite album of all time is Nevermind by Nirvana. And a reason why it's my favorite album of all time is it literally, like, got me through high school. Long story short, I went to my high school. It was the second year in a row that I went to a school with people that I didn't know, because I moved to Maryland when I went to 8th grade. And then in 9th grade, I went to a school that was 45 minutes away from where I lived. So, you know, I was, like, super alone. And oh my ear is, I'm sorry. Anyways, I was super alone. I, like, didn't have any friends. I sat by myself. I ate lunch by myself, blah, 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 right? So, like, for the first, like, few weeks, like, the first, like, I feel like 6 to 8 weeks, I was kind of just chilling, maybe talking to one person or whatever for a group project or whatever. I wasn't really talking to a lot of people. So, Nirvana, Nevermind, that's what I listened to. And it made me feel less alone, but at the same time it also made me feel okay with being alone, and I was okay just putting in my headphones and doing my work and, you know, sitting by myself at lunch, just listening to music, doing whatever. So that's my favorite album of all time, and it's so good. It's so okay. I'm gonna stop talking because I will go on. I have some honorable mentions. These are some other projects that got me through high school that also happen to be some of my favorite projects. We got When I Get Home by Solange, which is probably like When I Get Home by Solange, Everything Is Love, The Carters, Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, and then Nirvana's Nevermind. Those are like the core 4 that really got me through high school. Other ones that came out a little later, like during the pandemic, Motomami by Rosalia, which it was on repeat, trust me. Rina Sawayama's self-titled debut album, Rina Sawayama, is so y'all gotta listen to it. It's, oh my gosh. And once the pandemic happened, I started listening to Bad Bunny, and I haven't stopped since. So that's it. My favorite film is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's really all I have to say. I mean, it looks great. Music is amazing. What's not to love about that movie? I like to watch that movie around Halloween and Christmas time because it really fits both. You know, I don't really like to watch it outside of those holidays, but you know, during the Halloween season, Christmas season, you know, that's one of the ones that I always go to watch first. And it's amazing. So, are you an extrovert or an introvert? I would like you to guess. I'm going to give you a second. So, obviously, I'm an extrovert. Just kidding. I'm absolutely introverted. Are you religious? Yes. Duh. I'm just kidding. Do you have any tattoos? Yes. Related. Hold on. Let me stand up. Ooh. Midriff. Hold up. There are children on here. Hold up. Okay, this is my tattoo. I'll put what it means on the screen, but I got this tattoo in December of 2022. It is now August 2023, and I have yet to get another one, but they're so expensive, and I always got stuff to pay for, and it's like, oh my Gosh. This one, I got it done for $50 because it was my first time. But then anyways, that's not the point. I got one tattoo, but I plan to get a whole lot more. Okay, hobbies. Now, it says non-music related. I love going to the movies. That's like probably my favorite activity to do outside of music. I try to go as often as I can. And I like to see most things, you know. I don't just go see the big blockbusters or whatever. Oh, I love learning languages. Currently, well, I've been learning Spanish for a while, and I'm also learning 5 other languages. Like, my Duolingo is just like, it's a lot going on. You got French, Portuguese, Italian, Arabic, Chinese. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Do you have any collections? I have a few vinyls, and when I say a few, I can count them on 2 hands. Oh, and I have a few CDs too, and I'm planning on getting another one, like, at the end of the week. What vinyls do I have? I went to this music store. I got this one vinyl. I think it was Chuck Brown. And then I have one that I got for my birthday. I got The Weeknd, After Hours, Adele, 30. That was a gift. And then I bought, what did I buy? When Renaissance came out, I bought like a whole bunch of merch, and I bought the vinyl for that. What else do I have? And I have the Dreamgirls vinyl, the original recording with, you know, like Sheryl Lee Ralph. So I have those. And then as far as CDs, I only have 2 CDs right now. I have Adele's 30. No, I have 3. I have Adele's 30. I have Everything Is Love, The Carters, and then I have the Renaissance CD. These are the more music-related questions. How long have you been making beats? Well, if you don't know, I have another channel. It'll be in the link in the description. I've been making beats since I was like 12. It started when I used to play on my grandpa's phone, and he used to have a GarageBand, and I used to just like play around with it. And then I remember downloading it one day, and I was like, let me cook something up. And I started to make like little beats, and I would show them to my mom, and I would like play them for my friends in school, and they'll be like, this is really good, like you should post this on YouTube and stuff like that. So when I was 14, I think that's when I posted my first beat, February of 2019. I think that you can hear like the progression, but I started making beats on my phone, and I probably made them on my phone for about a year because I didn't have a laptop. And then I got a laptop, and I was using FL Studio, but I had the free version, and low-key still got the free version. I started making beats on FL Studio, and then I got Logic, and then I kind of like, you know, use one or the other or both. But yes, so to answer what was the question? 2019, so like 4.5 years, and I've learned a lot. I used to think that I knew everything when I first started, but I've truly learned a lot. And you know, shout out to YouTube, because most of what I learned was from YouTube. So when did you know that you wanted to have a career in music? I didn't have like an aha moment. It kind of just was like, I kind of just woke up and this decision was made. Like, there wasn't a certain moment or thing that happened to me where I was like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It kind of just felt right, if that makes sense. And there have been times in my life where I look back and I'm like, okay, well, in this moment, you know, there have been like moments in my life where I realized where like seeds were planted. And now that, you know, those seeds are growing, I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying to look back to see like what happened that made me realize, oh, I like this. Oh, maybe I want to do this. I started riffing. I didn't even look at the paper. It's okay. What I wrote down, I think the decision kind of made itself during the pandemic. Yeah, because during the pandemic, when we went home for 2 weeks, I was in the 10th grade, and I started 11th grade online. And so, you know, it's college crazy. College crazy, college heavy, college this, college that, college. And I always knew that I didn't want to go to like a 4-year, because I was like, I don't want to be taking algebra and calculus when I'm trying to have a career, because that didn't make any sense to me. I had a lot of time to really think about what I wanted, and there's nothing that I would rather be doing. And sometimes when I think about like, you know, what if I should just quit? Like, you know, this is not the typical route. Like, what if I should just get a regular job? It makes my heart like sink, because it's so scary to think about not pursuing my dream and not doing what I want, you know? Who has inspired you as a musician? As a musician, that list is literally days long. We'd be here for days. My extremely short answer would be Quincy Jones. I got him up here. Quincy Jones, Prince, MJ, Whitney, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Nicki, Riri, Ye, The Weeknd, Pharrell, Metro Boomin. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. And this says, who has inspired your music? Well, when it comes to music that I make for myself, I'm really inspired by Diplo, Tiny, Pink Panthers, Rosalia, Baby Keem, 070 Shake for sure. Oh, speaking of 070 Shake, I might have to give her flowers. Her album, Modus Vivendi, that also got me through high school, most definitely so. Big shout out to 070 Shake for real. Like, she's amazing, and I would love to work with her one day. Dream collab. Oh, look, she's on the list. We got Chloe and Halle, Arca, Timbaland, Alicia Keys and Swizz, like everybody that I mentioned before. Like I said, the list just goes on and on and on. What specifically do I do when it comes to music? So I always say to myself anyways that I think of myself as a producer first. That's what I started out doing, and that's what I feel like I'm the best at. But I produce, I write, I record. I'm learning to mix. So it may not be, well, it is not studio professional label mixing, but I'm learning how to do it. And engineering, I think it would be an insult to engineers to call myself an engineer. I'm not going to call myself an engineer, but I do know like what to do, and I'm still learning, like I said. But I do all of that, yes. What programs do I use? I use FL Studio and I use Logic. I have Pro Tools. I got it for a class, but when I downloaded it and I was looking at it, like I used it for the class and I kind of did the most basic things with it. But I know that Pro Tools is like an amazing DAW, but literally looking at it after using FL Studio and Logic for a long time, like looking at Pro Tools, it just feels gross. It looks like Chinese. I can't understand it. It's confusing. I'm gonna learn it one day, and that day is not today. And a desk tour. So I'm gonna do a little desk tour of all my equipment. So yeah, here we go. This is my keyboard. It's a Williams. You can see I got my books up here, and then I got my mic stands in the corner. I got 2 of them. This is my like main desk. Right, this is my main desk. So I got my CRX speakers on each side, MIDI keyboard, my mini MIDI keyboard, and then I have my Evo 4, my audio interface, which works really nice. And this studio, I call it my studio, but it's in the back corner of my living room. So when I'm recording, having the audio interface along with the cloud lifter really helps isolate sound with my SM7B. This microphone already requires a lot of gain because it's designed to block out all of the extra sound and just capture the voice, and it's really good for vocals. As you can see, like this part of the room is very untreated, so it really helps with that. These are my headphones and M'Baku, of course, and my laptop is here. Okay, well, that's all for this video. I hope that you were able to learn a bit about me, and I don't feel like such a stranger. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I'll answer them. I know I've been doing a lot of vlogs lately. My next video will be a vlog, but I think that this will be the best vlog yet, and I think that you all will be very excited because I went somewhere very exciting. Thanks for watching. If you were to subscribe, that'd be great. If not, that's cool. If you have any other video ideas that you'd like to see me do, then please let me know. My link tree with my socials is down below if you want to follow me elsewhere. I'll see you when I see you, which will be next week. So I'll see you then. Bye. Mbaku says bye. Subscribe.